You have the agenda before you. Only thing I think we may need to consider is just moving the executive session up to the top, unless there's any other changes.
I wanted to address some policy stuff too. I don't know if I need to add it on here or when it's good. You tell me when it's good, I'll bring it up. That's not necessarily executive session.
Right. Yeah. I mean, we can discuss it, but certainly can't take any action.
Really not.
But we can add it for discussion.
Thank you.
Okay. Any other?
Point of question, how can you add something to an agenda after it's already been published?
First time I saw it.
No, I'm just asking.
I think you can, I mean, you can change the agenda during the meeting if it's the request of the board and voted on.
Okay. But if I understand correctly, you want to add something?
I'm just wanting to discuss policies. I'm not looking to adopt anything or pass anything. I just want to put something on the table to discuss. And then
maybe I'm wrong, but I thought this was the time that you could, if there was something that you wanted to discuss or whatever, if the board was in agreement.
If that's the case, I don't know what we need to do, but anytime a board member's got a concern, although we don't necessarily have it on our agenda, should we add it to the agenda? Because if so, then I'm going to make a motion that it be added from now on.
I'm just asking for point of reference.
Okay.
I mean, we've come to this meeting before, and you've had amended agendas, they were mailed out and they've been amended, when something wanted to be added.
Right.
I mean, I can research it later, so I want to go ahead and do it tonight. Come up and let you know.
Well, I think we're not going to take any action on any policy, so I think we can discuss it. And that may be out of order. If it is, you can slap my hand next time. Okay? Approved with the amended agenda.
So moved.
Motion.
Second.
Any further discussion? Call for the question. All those in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? All right. Chair to entertain a motion to go into executive session to discuss personnel issues.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and second. Board entertain a motion.
Are you on one?
If that's how you want to take it. On A1.
So moved.
Have a motion, is there a second? Motion and a second. All those in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed?
That's a one-year contract?
One-year contract. On A2,
So moved.
Second.
have a motion and a second. Any further discussion?
That's 1 year too.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? On A3, do we need to address it as a motion? Is it, do you know, as a 1 year? How do we?
Just renewed it in 2 years. So all of them, just no extension of 2 years.
Okay, on A3, is there a motion for 2-year?
So moved. That's already in existence.
Right.
No extension.
No extension?
Yeah, is that what you're saying? With no extension? Yeah. Second.
There's a motion and a second, no extension. Any further discussion? Call for question. All those in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? Aye.
Yes, sir.
On B, one, motion to approve,
So moved.
second.
Second.
All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Under C, we'll take 1, 2, 3, and 4 together. Motion to approve,
So moved.
second.
Second.
All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
D, 1, motion to approve resignation termination.
So moved.
Motion second.
Second. And I recuse on this one.
All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Item D, 2, take a motion to approve.
So moved.
Motion second.
Second.
I'm gonna recuse myself on that one. I had to represent Mr. Frazier a while back on something.
Motion second. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? On E1, Chair will entertain a motion to approve the transfer.
So moved.
Have a motion, is there a second? The motion died for lack of a second. Okay. Any further business? Public comments?
Ms. Paper Lady, you got a public comment?
Do I get a public comment? Was Randy Frazier terminated or did he resign?
He resigned.
He resigned? Is there any reason, E did not go through?
Couldn't get a second.
Couldn't get a second?
Any further discussion?
Still got my other stuff to bring up.
Okay. Okay, JJ.
Very briefly, I just wanted y'all to look over, some policies that we've got, and it's just something to look at. If y'all look on our website, Lanier County website, you will see on our page down in the bottom right-hand corner, you can click on other schools in our RISA district. And we've got a current policy, and of course, we've talked about nepotism, but we've talked about our staff conflict of interest. And Lanier County is the top one, and I feel free to share this with all of y'all. I'll be happy to get you a copy later, but the top one is Lanier County Schools, the second one is Clinton County Schools, third is Lowndes, fourth is Berrien, fifth is Brooks, and sixth is Cockwood. All these are in our RISA district. It's obvious that ours is lacking somewhat. I think that ours could stand some revision. I really do like the Clinton County one. I'm not saying, okay, that's the one we should propose, but maybe we could get the superintendent to look through them and then come up with a consolidated draft for Lanier County, so that we can have it. Now, the Clinton County policy in the staff conflict of interest even mentions nepotism. This is assuming that we don't have a nepotism policy in place. And I guess we'll try to find that out at a later date. And finally, the Cockwood County system addresses a brief issue about nepotism too, so feel free to share that if you want to look at it. Just as a potential for revision. I know that in looking through our policy manual, I'm sure that y'all are like me, most of y'all have not looked at it, not shared it. And that we need to go through, and I don't know how we do this, Mr. Chairman, but maybe at each board meeting, we ought to maybe look at 5 policies, because we've got some that's antiquated, outdated, however you wanna call it, that probably needs to be done away with, but it requires board action, I think, to do away with some.
I think, I know I've had discussions with Mr. Humphrey before that there are some policies that we probably need to review. You know, I think we need to talk about, there's a group that will
Harmony Market will go through yours.
go through
for
the whole
price
thing,
and-
but there's a price to pay for all that.
Before we pay money, I mean, I think we can all take a look at it, so I just wanna to see what y'all think about it. The next thing is there was a board policy that come out of Doherty County. It's the second one, besides conflict of interest, and it involves a whistleblower protection policy. Pretty good policy. I'd like for us to consider adopting something like that, and would like for y'all to look at that. But feel free to pull these up. You can pull them up off of, you can pull them up off the website and go to any county that is e-board certified, I think. So you correct me if I'm wrong. If we could do that.
This Doherty County one was done after the test canvas in Doherty County. And that's why we like them to.
I think probably the procedure to do that, JJ, is if there are policies that we want to look at, and we would ask the superintendent that we'd like to review those and see if he has recommendations on any changes or something. But certainly if there's some that you or any other board member wants to review, then probably that's the avenue to be able to do that. Ask for us to review them, and then if there are any recommendations.
In our board policy, on our board meeting agenda, it states that an audience addressing the board in public comment, it says it may be received by the board in executive session or in public comment. So that's something that maybe we ought to look at as our board policy on our board meeting agenda. I almost think it should say will be received, not may be received, but something I was looking at whenever I was reading it.
I think there's a question everywhere, that's a citizen and employee.
Sure. I think that's it. I think that's the policies I want to share with you. Thank you.
Okay. And on those, if there are some that the board wants further review on or whatever, then let's get a list of those, and we'll ask Mr. Humphrey to review those, and if he has recommendations, then we can review them. Any further questions?
Mr. Pat, I just want to say thank you again for letting me sit in on these. Still got a month to go.
So we're later come.
And it's because the agenda wasn't working, the response was not an issue on that. So you see where.
So we see what you're talking about?
Yeah.
We got an email from, I guess, Lanier County News that said some lady has just called, said the school is having a call meeting tonight. No official notification to us, but of course they found their facts. Supposedly it will involve a lack of nepotism policy, and it's Humphrey. So how does a newspaper know what's gonna be brought up to this board when it's not on the agenda and the whole board doesn't know it's gonna be presented? So that was my issue with, changing the agenda, that the board doesn't even know what you're bringing up, but somebody contacted a newspaper and told them, JJ.
I've not contacted the newspaper, I don't have a clue.
Yeah, we gotta be very, very careful how we conduct ourselves, all of us. And we got to keep the best interest of the school system and our children foremost. And please, let's keep that in mind. Chair to entertain a motion to adjourn.
Second.